Yeah, what up, guys? So hold up. So this is my first video on this channel, and it's gonna be vlogging, whatever, reactions, skateboarding, that type of shit. But my name's Jacky, Jack for short. Other people call me Jacky. But basically, so I just wanted to give my input on wearing, like, if you're gonna wear. I broke my wrist, so that's why I got this fucking stupid hard cast. Camouflage, that's dope as fuck, right? But like, if you should wear pads when skateboarding, and this is just a quick my input on it. I've been skateboarding since I was off and on since I was like 6. I quit for a while because I tore some tendons and ligaments in my and blasted my knees and shit from skiing. So I took a 5-6 year break, and got back into it over the last few months, and loved it, miss it. It's fucking awesome. But I'm 27 now, so like compared to when I before the falls and stuff, definitely as you get older, take longer to heal. They're it's just you're not like a fucking you're not like a super saiyan anymore. You're kind of like it's just it sucks. But anyways, so pads, so like helmets, like unless you're doing some crazy shit, like or you're brand new to skateboarding and you don't have your balance or anything like that, your center balance, then yeah, I may probably wear a helmet. You don't want to crack your head open. If you're doing anything in the in like bowls or half pipes, like anything with like crazy big drops and shit like that, I think honestly, I think you should unless you're like, you know what I mean, unless you're a pro or something like that. Like, I mean, if you honestly don't hate helmets, then wear them. Elbow pads, knee pads, not necessary unless you know you're a kid or you're doing vert, like big vert and doing air outs and shit like that, so you can slide down on your knees and stuff like that, because it's better than sliding down on your knees than on your face. So wrist guards, that's the main thing, because street skaters, I skate street and I skate bowls, but mainly street. But you'll very rarely see street skaters with pads, like ever, in the professional scene, amateur scene, regular, whatever. You just won't see it. But I have to say, out of all the things on my body, that when I'm taking falls from stairs or rails or whatever the fuck, it's my wrists, and that's even like and once even like I know how to fall correctly, and you know, even once you learn how to fall correctly, you still can fall on your freaking wrist, and like this, like I rolled, slid with it, did all felt exactly how I was supposed to, but it's still, you know, twisted my wrist the wrong way, and you know, broke my wrist, and I got this itchy ass fucking cast on for like next 3 weeks. Like I already want to take it and smash it and rip it off because it itches so bad. Like, so like wrist guards. So basically what a wrist guard will do, I already ordered some. What a wrist guard will do is it'll pretty much, it's not going to completely 100% stop, but it can very much help prevent sprains, broken wrists, anything hurting your wrist, because it gives you something. Instead of you just smashing your wrist on the cement or rolling it, it helps support it, and it smashes it into that plastic that's helping to keep it. So instead of going right to your wrist, it goes to that. And honestly, like, I think that if you don't want to fuck, because your wrists are going to be what you mainly, your wrists and your ass, you know what I mean, your hips is what you're mainly going to be falling on, and your ankles if you're landing primo or whatever the fuck, but like mainly your wrists. But like I think like I'm going to start wearing a wrist guard on my lead, probably on my lead hand, on my, because I skate goofy, so on my right hand I'll probably start wearing a wrist guard. I might start wearing a wrist guard on both of them, but I'm going to start with just my right, because that's the main wrist that goes down. I would recommend that if you don't want to break your fucking wrists and you just want to avoid that, like altogether pretty much, and just play it safe, and you don't want to look like a fucking weirdo and like be wearing every single piece of body padding that you can, then just throw on like your lead. If you skate regular, like whichever arm you would, or hand that would go down first, put a wrist brace on that, because like, just protect your wrists, man. Like I'm 27. Like when I was younger, I broke so much shit, and like I didn't care. I was like, oh fuck it. But I already at 27, like I already start to feel my knees and stuff, and my legs, like where I broke my ankles, my knees, and like I already feel older. Like I can already feel aches and pains and shit. Like so when I'm like 50, like I can already guess like it's gonna fucking suck. So like I would recommend wearing wrist guards for street skating. You don't have to wear them on both hands, but at least in your lead hand. So if you do end up falling forward, kind of, and your wrist does hit the ground, you got the wrist guard to kind of give you some protection. Customize it, paint it, do whatever the fuck you want to do to it, camouflage it. But that's what I would recommend. I would recommend wearing them, because this isn't fun. It's not fun. It's not fun to break your shit. So that's just my first video. Is just like my input on that because this shit just happened to me. So I thought I'd just get my input on it because I feel like, especially if you're older and you want to get into skateboarding, or if you're new, just wrist guards, man. Just protect yourself. You don't helmets and all that shit isn't as necessary as wrist guards because you're not gonna fall on your head every time you fall from street skating. You just don't fall on your fucking head. Just lift it up. Make sure you don't fall on it. But yeah, so that's my input on that. If you guys have any questions or want me to get my input on anything else, go ahead and leave a comment below. This is my first time doing YouTube, so whatever the fuck. So I'm gonna throw content on this like how I want to throw it on there. But yeah. So all right, guys. Peace.